Sean Diddy Combs, the self-described bad boy for life, is dealing with significant legal problems as a result of several claims of sexual assault, harassment, and sex trafficking throughout the course of his career. On March 25th, while the hip-hop entrepreneur was on his private plane, CNN broadcast live footage of simultaneous raids on his properties in Miami and Los Angeles. He entered a not guilty plea prior to the refusal of bail. His ex-girlfriend Cassandra Cassie Ventura filed a fifth lawsuit in late 2023, alleging rape and physical abuse. A few days later, they settled and dropped the lawsuit. They are holding him in custody until the trial. What is said in the lawsuit? Ventura filed a lawsuit under the Adult Survivors Act of New York, which allowed victims to file a single, one-year lawsuit against their alleged sexual abusers and institutions after the statute of limitations had passed. This applies even in cases where the statute of limitations has already passed. The window is no longer open. According to her, she was 19 and Combs was 37 when they first met in 2005. She claims in the complaint that Combs had authority over almost every element of her life, including her personal medical records and employment. She alleges that he was regularly aggressive, giving her copious amounts of drugs and physically assaulting her multiple times a year. Additionally, according to the lawsuit, Combs coerced Ventura into having sex with male prostitutes in other places, which she alleges he saw, videotaped, and masturbated to. Additionally, she claims that after a dinner in 2018, Combs broke into her apartment and sexually assaulted her, despite her numerous attempts to push him away. After that, according to Ventura, she broke up with him permanently. Diddy assaulted Cassie in 2016, according to video. CNN released security video of Combs assaulting Ventura in the elevator bay of the now-defunct Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles in May. The video appears to corroborate a similar incident Ventura described in her lawsuit. Combs yelled at her as he followed her into the hotel corridor. As she fled to the elevator, Ventura's complaint states, "He grabbed at her and then took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her, causing glass to crash around them." Following the release of the footage, Combs posted an apologetic video on Instagram. "I fully accept responsibility for what I did in that video. When I did it, I was appalled. Now I'm appalled. I went and looked for expert assistance. I started going to rehab and therapy." Combs said, "I had to ask God for His grace and mercy. I sincerely apologize." Combs's former director of security, Piers Morgan, said in an interview that he saw the rapper assaulting women 4 or 5 times, therefore, he wasn't shocked by the video. According to one complaint, Combs used his celebrity connections to trade on his victim and groomed him to pass him off to his friends. Jones's lawsuit claims that he believed Combs was grooming him, and that fear became a reality when actor Cuba Gooding Jr. allegedly attacked him while he was on the music mogul's boat. According to People, Gooding is named as a defendant in an updated version of the case that was filed in late March. Additionally, the complaint claims that Combs's circle approved his actions, enabling him to interact and gain access to celebrities. According to the lawsuit, Mr. Combs was known for throwing the best parties. Partnership or affiliation with Mr. Combs' sex trafficking organizations gained legitimacy and access to celebrities, including well-known athletes, politicians, artists, musicians, and international dignitaries like Prince Harry of the United Kingdom. Despite media rumors, we have not arrested Mr. Combs or any of his family members, nor have we restricted their ability to travel in any way, he said. Authorities spoke to and cooperated with Mr. Combs, who never faced detention. Authorities have not confirmed whether they are investigating Combs for suspected sex trafficking, but Dyer connected the searches to the rapper's legal actions. An advanced, coordinated media presence combined with this unprecedented ambush leads to an early rush to judgment for Mr. Combs and is nothing more than a witch hunt based on baseless accusations made in civil lawsuits, he added in the statement. Combs's ex-girlfriend and Justin's mother, Misa Hilton, posted a video of Christian and Justin Combs's arrest during the raid on Instagram, criticizing the authorities' excessive use of force. An attorney is investigating the agent's behavior, she noted. The same day, when police searched a jet connected to the music mogul, one of Combs's associates, referred to in Jones's complaint as Mr. Combs's mule, was taken into custody at Miami's Opa-locka Airport. Combs is currently facing charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. Federal officials took Combs into custody at the Park Hyatt New York in Manhattan on September 16th, following his grand jury indictment. A comprehensive video indictment charged him with racketeering and sex trafficking. In order to satisfy his sexual cravings, preserve his reputation, and hide his actions, Combs allegedly abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him. As stated in the complaint, the rapper created a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice by relying on the staff, assets, and power of the multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled. In response to the arrest, Combs's attorney, Mark Agnifilo, told Vulture, "Despite his flaws, Combs is not a criminal." In anticipation of these allegations, Mr. Combs willingly moved to New York last week, and he has been completely forthcoming with this inquiry. To his credit, Agnifilo said, "Please hold off on deciding until you have all the information. These actions are those of an innocent individual who has nothing to conceal and eagerly awaits a clean record in court." On September 18th, Combs's attorneys filed an appeal requesting that District Court Judge Andrew L. Carter grant him his freedom. Several reports have detailed other claims of abusive conduct. In late May, Rolling Stone published a comprehensive video detailing various charges against Combs, which included a recent complaint from a woman who worked as a freelance graphic designer for Bad Boy's marketing team in the early 2000s. According to the lady, Combs celebrated his acquittal in 2001 for a nightclub shooting that injured 3 people by throwing a party at the Peninsula Hotel. She said that Combs came up to her and started rubbing her back during the celebration. "He's touching my back, arms, and shoulder." "You like that?" he inquires. The woman stated that Combs inquired if her tongue was bleeding due to her habit of biting it. "He puts one hand on both sides of my cheeks and says, 'Stick out your tongue.' And then he squeezes my face harder and yells at me to stick out my tongue, forcing his hands on my face," she said. Another individual stated that Combs's purportedly toxic behavior was especially detrimental to women. Enjoyed the content? Show your love, like, share, and subscribe for more.